Welcome to the Cabral Concept, where board-certified naturopath and integrative health practitioner Dr. Stephen Cabral shares how he was diagnosed at the age of 17 with a life-altering illness and given no hope for recovery. It was only after studying and traveling all over the world did he discover how to combine ancient Ayurvedic healing practices with state-of-the-art naturopathic and functional medicine to fully rebalance the body and re-energize it with life. It's time to discover how to get well, lose weight, and finally feel alive again. And now, here's your host, Dr. Stephen Cabral.
Hi everyone, welcome back. We're here today with our Friday review episode. This is the closing week of the show before we get to our Cabral house calls every single weekend. What we're doing on this show, as always, is updating you as to everything that we have going on. Literally every week, there's something new going on inside of our global health practice. Really excited though today because yes, I'll be bringing you my 2 research studies. Every single week, I try to bring you at least 2 research studies that I think is applicable absolutely for you or your family members, your loved ones, no doubt about it. Typically always bringing you a book review. Right before the show started, I actually called an audible. I decided that we are not going to do a book review this week, and that is because I'm going to give the bulk of this review and this overall Friday review after we go through all the different updates to a brand new device to me, and actually it's the 3.0. I'll give you a little sneak peek right here if you're watching this on video, the new Juve Solo. So I can't wait to share that with you. I'm actually going to show you how it works as well and why there's been a big upgrade over that 2.0 as well. So excited to share that with you. This is something that I'm going to give you my routine, how I'm actually going to be using this red light-based therapy. If you've never heard about it before, I'm going to share all the details with you here today. So getting started, first things first, I always love to give you the updates. So updates for this week, and this is a big one. We now have 3 or 4 different assessments that are completely free, no email opt-in, none of that at all, right at stephencabral.com/assessments. And when you go to that page, you're actually going to see the new, easier to use rain barrel effect toxicity quiz. So I know we have thousands and thousands of IHPs, our integrative health practitioners, certified health coaches all over the world. This is something now that your health clients can use to actually look at their toxicity levels before they begin working with you, and then after they go through all the different protocols that you implement. Now, everyday people, the majority of the people listening to this podcast, you go to that and you actually complete the toxicity quiz. It will tell you exactly your score. And then when you do something like the 21-day functional medicine detox, you can take it at the end of that detox. And I know that you're going to see your toxicity score go down. So what is the toxicity score? Well, it's your total body burden. It's the amount of symptoms you feel when your body becomes more toxic. And again, all of this is scientifically proven. I don't want to try to convince you of that. The science is already there to convince you. But besides the toxicity quiz, which is absolutely, obviously, it's my favorite because that is really what true health is all about. It's subtracting toxicities and replacing deficiencies. And the lower your toxicity score, the better. I mean, mine used to be well over 100. I mean, legitimately well over 100. And now we're talking single digits all the time. So excited about that. I mean, it's done numbers and wonders for my own life. And again, it's a free toxicity assessment that you can check out. We also have an estrogen dominance one up there. We have a low thyroid symptoms one up there. We're going to be adding more and more to it. I would say within the next few weeks, there's going to be one for, do you have candida overgrowth? Do you have bacterial overgrowth? Do you have H. pylori? Do you have parasites? I mean, we're going to be going through the list. And so keep checking that page. It's completely free as an assessment as to what you might be dealing with. And there's no limit to the amount that you're welcome to take. I mean, don't take the ones that you don't need. You're welcome to, but it's not going to do you as much good. But certainly you can do that. And again, they're all like everything's, hope by now, that you can trust me as well. It's graded very, very fairly, which means that you can take it one time. And if you don't check anything off, you're going to get 0. Like, it's honest. And then if not, then it's going to show you exactly where you're at. So super excited about that. I mean, I have an amazing team that finally I've had all these things for years. I mean, I use them in my practice, but I need to basically say to people, do you have this? Do you have this? Do you have this? Now, in 2 minutes, you can take your own assessment. So it's pretty, I mean, it really is fantastic. I love being able to use technology in this way, right? So it's like technology isn't always good and it's not always bad. It's how you use it. And I think this is one of those great ways now that can really assess you within a minute rather than having to do consultations, et cetera. Although you should do consultations, but this is quick and you can use it anytime. And you can see your numbers get better. So if you're on like an estrogen balancing protocol, you can actually see your your numbers go down. And that's what these tests are all about. All right, next up, a lot of people have been asking, I did the 21-day functional medicine detox in January. I still want to lose more weight. What should I do next? The next thing to do is follow the Fatlocity system. In the future, I'm also going to be coming up with easier, just like one-page cheat sheets. You want to repair your gut? Do this. You want to lose weight? Do this. You want to, it's just like keep trying to simplify, simplify, simplify. Now, you can't oversimplify because then you don't have the knowledge as to why it works. But if you want to lose weight, you want to follow a system and not just use a product. That's very, very important. The system teaches you how to balance the body. A product is not the end-all, be-all. So yes, there's a Fatlocity product, but there's a system that goes along with it, which is even more important. So 21-day functional medicine detox, roll right into the Fatlocity-based program, and you will begin to continue. You've already lost the weight with the functional medicine 21-day detox. Now you still have more weight to lose. Good, that's good, not a problem at all. We'll get you there. Then begin with the Fatlocity system. So I think even just going to Fatlocity, which is FATLOSSITY.com, will send you right to the actual system page. And that comes with an entire free like health results accelerator for Fatlocity, which is pretty fantastic. I think it's like a 90-minute course that comes with it, maybe even 2 hours, to really teach you the essence of what you need to know for diet and exercise and stress reduction, toxin removal. Like it takes you through all of those different steps. So you can really customize it for you. And I'll tell you right now, it works. I mean, it just bottom line, it works. Like everything that I formulate, I completely guarantee it. Like that's the thing is I have no interest in saying, oh, buy this, don't ever use it, buy this, hope it works for you, hope it doesn't. No, it's not about that. We know it works. We've been using it in private practice for many years. It combines state-of-the-art orthomolecular medicine, which is the study of nutrients, along with 6,000 years of Ayurvedic-based practice in herbs. So again, like these are the best of the best patented ingredients, as well as, people will say like, how'd you come up with Fatlocity? I've had the name Fatlocity since like 2005. It's a trademark name. And when you're trying to come up with a product that nobody can copy, you need to do things that are trademarked. So that's why it has that fun little name. But that's about it. Again, it's never about the name. It's about what the system does for you. And that's because it rebalances the body from thyroid and blood sugar and cortisol and sleep. And so it does all of those things. That's what it's all about. All right, that's that. And then I just want to make sure that you are a part of CabralSupportGroup.com. If you're not, please do join. It's a free Facebook support group. Free. You can ask questions. You can help other people out. It's just an amazing motivational group. And again, if you're someone that does not use Facebook, I totally get it. I understand. In the future, when I do my live Facebook Q&As with the community, which is only inside that group, I will most likely be adding a Zoom link. If you want to be able to find out what that Zoom link is in the future, then you just have to sign up anywhere at StephenCabral.com. So any opt-in box you see for email, then you'll get those in the future, and you'll be able to ask me questions live. Typically, it'll be once a month. So that is that. That's what we have going on for the start to this new year. And the promotion that is going on right now over at equi.life, EQUI.LIFE, is our brand new product line, with the first one being Zelderberry lozenges. Another fun name. I love formulating, but the product names are also kind of fun. So again, like how can we let people know that we are creating a new custom line that blends the scientifically proven virus-fighting ability of elderberry, combining that with zinc that also has the same virus fighting ability in a different mechanism. So what we are doing is we created very strong, like very powerful, not strong in taste, but powerful lozenges. 25 milligrams of zinc. I mean, that's your zinc for the day. So now if you're taking like FM zinc, which many people are, and you're welcome to use that, you get 25 milligrams. So for me, what do? I take one Zelderberry lozenge a day, which has elderberry in it. And I'm going to do this all winter long. So one lozenge has the elderberry, has 25 milligrams of zinc. You can still do one balanced zinc, which is 15 milligrams of zinc. So if we do the math, that's 10. And then you get your total of 50 by using the DNS. So that's what I do. Again, I use 50 milligrams a day during the winter season. You don't have to if you don't want to. Again, like I'm not saying that you need to use the balanced zinc, that you need to use the Zelderberry lozenges, but here's the thing, they're free. So we are giving away, I'm someone that I love the nutritional supplement industry. Most nutritional supplements are done very poorly. They use the cheapest ingredients. People just try to make the most amount of money. For me, best quality ingredients. It's not about the money. We have to make some money so that we keep the company going. But I think most of you have heard by now, every single dollar we make goes right back into the company. So it's what we're dedicated to. It's what our passion. I get to do what I love already. I don't need to be taking money out of the company. It goes right back in to create and formulate new products. So these are a $29.95 value because you're getting not just a lozenge, you're getting all the zinc and elderberry in it. But you can get that completely free with any order at Equal Life right now over $129. This is a brand new product launch. You're welcome to purchase the product separately, but you can do one of these a day. And really simple, really straightforward. And you can honestly do it any time of the day that you want. Okay, that is what's going on. And right now, I'll give you a podcast recap. And so from this week, we have the 7 best New Year's resolutions. So basically what I would say is no matter what New Year's resolutions you started for yourself, add one or all of these 7 to it. And I wouldn't even say, like, if you've listened to the show, you know what I'm talking about, but they're not necessarily resolutions in and of themselves always, but they are how to make your current resolutions even better. Check that show out. What was the number on that? It's a great question. Today is episode 1827. So if we count back a few shows, 26, 25, 24, 23, that was episode 1823. Episode 1824 is all about stomach acid and why it's overlooked in terms of overall health. Most people are worried about having too much stomach acid, when the truth is they really should be worried about having too little. And we talk about acid reflux, we talk about indigestion, GERD, heartburn, etc. Check out that show, 1824. 1825 was the 4 antiviral herbs that are being used right now from Ayurveda in clinical studies to be used against this current virus we're dealing with in the pandemic. Check that out. It's going to open your eyes and mind about how nature gave us herbs to be used as medicine. And we're just finding out, again, Ayurveda knew it 6,000 years ago. How they knew, no one will maybe ever know. But here's the thing. Now they're proven by medical science to work. So check that out. That was episode 1825. 1826, yesterday's show was our special guest interview with our special guest on Conversations with Cabral, and that was with Sahara Rose. Sahara Rose is someone that I know kind of in the same circle. I know of her, never spoke to her before, didn't know what to expect, but knew that I wanted to interview her because she's doing so much in the health and mindset and spirituality-based sphere, we'll call it, that I said, hey, let's have a conversation. Let's talk. She has a new book coming out. And it was a great conversation and one that I don't think we've had before in this podcast. It was about discovering your dharma, your basically your purpose in life. Fun show, great conversation. Check that out yesterday. Checked out yesterday's show, 1826. And again, for all the links, head on over to stephencabral.com/1827 for today's show. And the reason you want to do that is because right now I am going to be sharing with you the brand new Joovv, Joovv. So we're going over right now the Joovv, Joovv Generation 3.0. So I'm going to share with you, I brought in my Joovv from home, which is the Solo, the Joovv Solo, if people are wondering what I got. So I'm going to lift it up here for you. I'm going to hold my mic for a second. So if you are not watching this on video, you are welcome to. The videos are always on YouTube. It's just my name, Stephen Cabral, and that's Stephen with a PH. You can also watch this, of course, on Instagram, same name. And then on my podcast channel, always has the the video every single day. So StephenCabral.com/podcast. Today's episode 1827. So if you see this right now, you're looking at it. It's probably about 3 feet tall, just a little shorter. Maybe I'll show you the very bottom. I'll bring it right down. And as you're looking at this, you can see all the little, I call them diodes, but they're basically dots on this. And what these are is they represent different lights. Now, I'm going to share with you in just a second, but this has 660 red and 850 near infrared lights. And what I'm going to do is actually turn this on, and then I'm going to explain exactly what it does. So first of all, it's a beautifully constructed machine, like beautifully constructed machine that you can either hang on the back of a door or use on a floor stand. I'm going to share with you why I've changed my mind from using the door to a floor stand. I'll share with that in just a moment, but I'm going to turn this on. I'm actually going to let you see what it looks like and why red light therapy has been used now for over 30 years to get significant benefits in NASA-based studies, plant-based studies, and now human studies as well. So I'm going to share with that in just a second. I'm going to click this on, and then for anybody listening on audio, I'll walk you through the process as well. So very simple. One button on the back, that's it, on, off switch. And then on the side right here, I'm gonna lower this a little bit, you'll see the timer. And the timer can be set up to 20 minutes. I do mine at 10 minutes. You're welcome to do really any time between 10 and 20 minutes. That works for you. Typically, people start at a little lower, 5 to 10 minutes for their first couple of sessions, and then work their way up. And I have no issues with people doing it for 20 minutes at all. So I'm going to press the little play button. It's just a play or a pause, and you'll see these red lights start to come on. So it's a beautiful red glow. That's what it is. So I have mine set right now for both red light therapy and near infrared therapy. And again, I'll share that in just a moment. But you can set it just for red light therapy or just for near infrared. So if I pause this for a moment, just press pause, and I change the mode, it is now in near infrared mode. So there are no visible lights. It is still working, but near infrared on the spectrum of us being able to see it, you cannot see those specific lights. It's working. That is how it works, like a near infrared sauna. So if you're thinking, okay, near infrared sauna, detox, you would be correct. Near infrared helps with detoxification. If I put it on just red light mode, you are going to see the red lights, right? And then the new generation 3.0 allows me to have red and near infrared, which is what I always use because I want the benefit of both. The other nice thing about the 3.0 is the new generation versus the 2.0 is that you can actually be a foot to 2 feet away and you still get the benefits, where the previous one, I think you had to be within a foot. So I'm going to pause this for a moment. You can see, the beautiful glow from this. It's actually a pretty amazing shot right now. I can see it in my camera. And I'll kind of flash this over here. But one thing is that you always wear eye protection when using this device. So always just wear, I guess if you could find them, like the old school tanning goggles, definitely keeping your eyes closed is important. Now, the fan will still run. When you turn it off, it will run for another 5 minutes or so. You can probably hear it right now. It's cooling itself down. That's because obviously there is a lot of high-tech machinery in here. So I'm going to press pause again. I'm going to click the off switch, and we'll turn this right off. So again, a very amazing machine. I'll probably show you again in just a moment. But what I'd like to do, actually, I'll show you the top right here. So the top of this machine has a hook that it took me all of probably 10 seconds to hook up. And what it does is you put this on top of your door. It's a door hook that goes over the top. And then it clicks on to the Juve right here. And now the nice thing about this hook right here is it's just one piece. So you actually don't have to have it hanging from your door the whole time. You can lift it on and off. I don't have the exact weight in front of me, but we're talking, maybe 7, 8, 9 pounds or so. I can get you the exact dimensions. Of course, I'll link this all up for you today. But why am I going to switch, though, to a floor-based model? Because I know that I just mentioned that a few moments ago. The reason is this. I'm going to give you my exact routine, and then I'm going to give you all the benefits of why I've decided to make a commitment to this. And that's because Well, the reason why I'm going to do the floor-based unit is that I want to simplify and use that 80-20 rule I always talk about. So I'm going to use this for my meditation session, which also includes my breathing techniques that we've talked about before with James Nestor. We've talked about it before with Patrick McEwen. We've talked about it again then with Brian McKenzie. So if you haven't listened to those shows, I mean, they were top-notch, like top-notch information. So basically, I do 10-minute sessions because I have a busy life. I've got 2 young daughters. I'm always making sure I get all of my me time done before they even wake up in the morning, before my wife wakes up, gets out of bed. All of this is done. And I know that I can do that in 10 minutes for sure. So here's the thing though. I'm going to meditate seated, cross-legged. That's it. So what we need to do is you need to get your skin exposure to the red light. So I don't want it up on a door. Now you can use this pulley system they give you to actually hang it lower on the door. So I can definitely do that. But what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to lean this for right now, but I'm going to get the floor stand, which you can choose. And then I'm going to essentially have this facing my body while my eyes are closed, and I'm doing my breath work, which is included with my meditation. So for that, now I get meditation, I get breath work, oxygenating my body, and I get the red light and infrared therapy. The only thing that could be better is if I purchased one more of these and put it on my backside, which I want to do in the future. There's a little bit of investment. There's no doubt about it. You can start with one and you can build upon if you want. But what I want to do is be meditating. And this is about a foot away from me, and I want the red light entering my chest and the front of my legs. And then you want it on your, and again, I would just do this in a pair of shorts, that's it. And then from the back, I'm gonna have it hitting my backside. So that's my future plan. Right now, I'm just gonna use it on the front, and I could even alternate days if I wanted to do it on the back. So that's my plan, that's how I'm gonna use it. I'd like to try it twice a day, 2 10-minute, you should be doing 2 10-minute meditation sessions a day. But honestly, this is gonna get me to probably meditate and do my breath work, my biofeedback work to a greater extent. So meditation, breath work with the biofeedback, using the Joovv at the same time. You talk about biohacking. This is one of the ultimate ways to do that. Okay. Now, let me give you some of the benefits and why I've kind of gone all in on this. So red light therapy, I've done my research. You know the Joovv's been around for a while, right? This is not like the first time they've come out. People have asked me to use it before, recommend it before. I am very slow to recommend. Very slow to recommend. I really am. I want to do my research. I want to take my time. I want things to be out for a little bit of time. I want to make sure that there's no side effects, anything like that. And so I did my research, looked back, been used now for over 30 years, started to be used, I know, in the beginning for plant-based growth and those types of things, which was kind of interesting. Then it started to be used for getting rid of wrinkles in the skin and to improve collagen and elasticity in the skin. So that was pretty fantastic. And then it was being used by NASA for astronauts so that it could actually keep muscle mass on and strengthen the body. So that was pretty fantastic. And then more research coming out of how the red light therapy is helping with mitochondrial biogenesis. And what does that mean? Well, it actually helps you build better and stronger and more mitochondria inside of your cells. So that means now you can produce more what's called ATP, adenosine triphosphate. And if your body can produce more adenosine triphosphate, you are stronger, you're going to have more energy, and it may lead to longevity and better health. So these are all things that at least I want. You know, I want better skin. I want better overall strong hair. I want better overall energy, no brain fog. And so that's why I'm definitely using this in the morning time as well. And optimizing my circadian rhythm. So that's why, again, like my goal is to use this in the morning, and then ideally I'm going to use it mid-afternoon as well. So I will, again, I mentioned the infrared. That's just like a benefit. That's a huge add-on to now have the near infrared, because near infrared is one of the best ones for everyday detox as well. So it's a great detoxification-based mode. If you are an IHP, if you've done the Integrative Health Practitioner Health Coach certification, you know I've talked about Lawrence Wilson before, and obviously huge on sauna, wrote a book on sauna, and he's a big believer in the near infrared as well. So one more thing I'll add is that I know in the summertime, I've got my big barrel sauna, which many of you know. I'm going to actually run an extension cord and bring this into my barrel sauna so that when I'm doing a sauna, I can actually get 20 minutes of that red light therapy as well. So always, again, like I don't love the term biohacking, but for sure, we're doing high-level biohacking here. I can't recommend this enough. I mean, it is a great tool to be using. There is an investment like most things, but I do feel that this is one of those things that it'll make you use it because of the investment, and then you're going to get the benefits out of that. So I'll post more updates on the future on it, but again, big fan, and I am going to make sure that our community gets a discount on this. So if you head over to StephenCabral.com/1827, StephenCabral.com/1827. What I'm going to do is provide a discount code, if we can get one from Juve, to save you at least $50 on your purchase. So again, I have the Solo. That's the one that I'm recommending right now, or better, and we'll go from there. So hopefully this was helpful. Again, big fan of this product review, and that's why we're going to pass on the book review today, because I wanted to give you all the ins and outs of the new Juve. All right. Next up, I want to share with you the last two research studies today, and these I've recapped for you in paragraph form. So this is on low-level pollution and lung health. So we oftentimes think about Los Angeles or maybe New York City, or when I did an internship in Beijing, and how there's so much smog and air pollution. Well, now they're finding that it's not just people who live in areas with the most smog. It's that, well, we'll put it this way. I'm going to give you the exact quotes. 3/4 of city dwellers live in areas that don't meet the World Health expectations guidelines, World Health Organization expectations guidelines for fine particulate matter. Basically, car exhaust and fumes, things that you can't necessarily even see as you're walking down the street, but you're definitely breathing in through your nose and mouth. This was done in England, aged 40 to 69. Chronic obstructive pulmonary disease was even more prevalent among subjects living in those areas, exceeding the WHO guidelines. And it was even worse with those with secondhand smoke. And their current research suggests that exposure to air pollution might contribute to the overall lung aging process, even in areas without high-level smog. So I never like to bring you the gloom and doom without a little bit of, hey, what can I do then? Well, the goal here is to do your sauna, do your detoxes, and at the same time, try to exercise. By you doing your deep breathing based work, so your deep breath work, and then exhaling and getting out that the toxins from the lower lobes of the lungs can be very helpful. The other part is just make sure you're keeping up with your quarterly functional medicine detoxes as well. Okay, so our second research study of the day is on flavonoids. Now, flavonoids are plant-based compounds. They would give their blueberries their bright blue, the blackberries their blackish purple color, the raspberries their red color. So these are well-studied plant-based compounds. Now, there are 6 different types. I'm going to be sharing them on a future podcast in the next week or two. Stay tuned for that. Remember, all podcasts come out, well, every single day. You can find them on iTunes, your favorite media player, or StephenCabral.com/podcast. But here's the exact research. Although fruits and vegetables have been studied for a long time, we know that it helps with cardiovascular disease, blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, cancer, etc. They're often trying to figure out why. Why do these things work so well? Well, a study done on over 56,000 Danish people who were followed for 23 years. Those who consumed at least 500 milligrams per day of flavonoids had the lowest risk of dying, like all-cause mortality. Flavonoids apparently positively affect even those people who smoke and they drink, and it looked at overall, like I said, higher risk mortality as well. So what it said was this. So even if you're someone that struggles with poor lifestyle habits, they said, If you consume 500 milligrams a day or more of flavonoids, you may be able to combat these poor lifestyle habits. So I think that like many of us like a cheat meal or flex meal every once in a while. We might live in smog-filled cities. Like I live in Boston. There's a good amount of pollution there. So you want to think about, hey, how can I offset that? How can I mitigate that? Again, using the best thing to always do is eat your 7 to 9 servings of fruits and vegetables every day. 100%. 1, 2, 3 servings of fruit, low glycemic fruit like berries, and then 6, 7 servings of veggies, just 2, 3 cups at each meal. You're going to be able to get it. But you can also use something like the daily fruit and vegetable blend. 22 organic fruits, vegetables, and superfoods. You can use the full spectrum vitamin C. And I think the full spectrum vitamin C alone in 2 capsules gives you well over 500 milligrams of flavonoids. The quercetin, the hibiscus in there, the rutin, the citrus bioflavonoids. So you're going to get that. So you can just do, again, like I do, 2 capsules a day of the full spectrum vitamin C. You can use the daily fruit and vegetable blend. But again, get your whole food fruits and veggies as well. More on this to come because I'm always looking at what are the few things that we can do, we're eating food anyways, that are going to give you the best health-based benefits. So hopefully today's podcast was helpful. We gave you a lot of information. If it was helpful, please do feel free to share it with anyone you believe it can serve. And for all the research links and for the Juve discount as well, head on over to stevencabral.com/1827. I'll talk with you tomorrow on the Cabral House Calls. Thank you so much for tuning into the Cabral Concept today, and I'm glad you made it to the end of the show because I have a big announcement. Over at EqualLife, we are formulating and have formulated a brand new line of products. These are products going to be underneath the Zelderberry name. That is a trademarked product line of ours, and that is because we are taking scientifically proven zinc along with elderberry, fusing them together for a brand new product, clinically proven to help that immune system. So right now, we would love for you to be able to check out those products. And because this is a field that I love so much, and I only formulate products that I know are going to be helpful for people, that we are giving our brand new products away. So we're starting with the Zelderberry lozenges. So right now, all orders over $129 get this product completely free. This is a $30 product. And that is because you're getting a full day's worth of zinc. Now, this is a 25 milligram zinc lozenge with, though, the clinically proven elderberry added to it. So you get a delicious lozenge. You can take it any time of the day. I typically take one a day, and I take it after a meal, whether it be lunch or dinner. And this is also, though, in addition to my daily nutritional support that I take and my balanced zinc, which is part of my immunity protocol. So you might say, why take all of these things? Well, if you add up the daily nutritional support, about 12 grams of zinc, you add up the balanced zinc, that's 15 grams of zinc, it's about, 27 there. I'm getting 25 more to equal 50 milligrams of zinc, and that's what I'm doing during this viral-based season. So that's exactly what I'm doing. Now you get a full zinc product along with elderberry, which has been clinically proven to help with certain viruses. So again, that's why I'm so excited about this, because the science backs it up. It's a great new product, and I know it's going to help a lot of people. So the truth is, whenever possible, I try to give it away for free. I try to get you these products if I can. We gave away a free bottle of vitamin D just a couple weeks ago, and right now you are getting this product completely free, $30 value on all purchases over $129. Check it out right now at equi.life. That's equi.life. That is our EqualLife brand. Take care, everyone. Let me know how you enjoyed them.